This is breaking market news, and the story of the moment is the fact that senators are introducing a bill in the U.S. To restrict the number of H-1B visas that can be issued. Tech stocks have taken a bit of a hit. For perspective on this, Vineet Nair, Executive Vice Chairman, Tech Mahindra, joins us on the phone line from New Delhi. Sir, thank you very much for joining us and appreciate your patience. We ironed out all the technical issues. Context on this. A 15,000 reduction proposed in H-1B visas. Currently, 85,000 can be issued. What does this mean for Indian IT?
What it means really is a marginal readjustment in the way we deploy and the way we work. You'll have to pardon me. I have a very bad cough. That is the luxury of living in Delhi. So, will the impact be immediate? I don't think so, because I'm very skeptical if during this administration this new bill will be passed. It's just been introduced. There will be the usual haggling going on, and by the time the administration will go. But even if it were to come to pass tomorrow, it will require readjustment, but I don't see a huge impact. Because as it is, we are increasingly hiring Americans for performing our functions there. Therefore, I don't see any big issue in that. In fact, increasingly, the IT companies would need to hire local employees. That's the only way to go. That's the only way to grow. And that is exactly what we have been doing for a while, and we will continue to do so. Okay. Indian companies like us, Wipro, Infosys, we shouldn't be seen as Indian companies. We are multinationals. We work in 55 countries. The other big companies work in equal number, if not larger number of countries.
Fair enough, sir. I'm just going to interrupt there and ask you, you've raised some important points that, look, in any case, we're hiring locally much more. We're going to accelerate that trend in a sense. And B, one has to take this piece of legislation with a certain degree of skepticism. I'm not sure about its future. But you did refer to the marginal readjustment if this bill were passed. Describe what marginal readjustment entails.
What marginal readjustment entails is that it's quite possible we'll have to send back some people if it is above the limit. And that would mean, our hiring replacements for them from within U.S. or in the alternative doing the work out of India. Because with new technology, location has become completely irrelevant or mostly irrelevant. I mean, if I can work out of the next building, I can also work out of Pune, and vice versa. So, frankly, I am not losing sleep over this issue. There are multiple other issues over which we lose sleep, but this is not one of them.
Fair enough. But do you expect in the build-up to the elections, the rhetoric to become a little more shrill? But it'll probably come to pass, but it could become more shrill?
As we near the elections, it always becomes shrill, as we know, in any democracy. So U.S. is no different. Perhaps it will be shriller, given present contestants, but that doesn't worry us at all.
Okay. Off results season, Mr. Nair, we don't get a chance to touch base that often, which is why I was just going to ask you. You said, there are other issues to lose sleep over. This is not one of them. What's preoccupying you these days?
Well, basically, we do believe that the IT industry, as we understood, is going through a major change. And the people who hang on to the old paradigm will lose out. And how quickly can we change ourselves? Whether it is Internet of Things, whether it is digitization, whether it's the cloud, you name it. And that is the major concern, worry, and where our endeavor is.
So you referred on a personal note to the fact that you've got a bad throat, and that's, one of the things we have to live with if we live in this capital city. I refer to that because we're just going to go across to Mr. Rahul Bajaj on pollution